Hello everyone, in this video we will make our first STM32 CubeMX project and we will edit it using platformio. First we need to start our CubeMX application. Here we will select the board. So the first time you open CubeMX you will have bunch of different boards, but we want to have our board which is 767 Nucleo. And if you click this star, then you will set it as your favorite and you don't have to write it every time. You can click the favorites and select it. But the first time you need to write 767 and select the board there. Afterwards we click start project and we want to have the default mode. Here, since we select the default mode, we have already some pins assigned, but we are not going to do anything about this today. So we will directly jump to Project Manager. Let's give a descriptive name for our first project and I will call it First Blink. You need to select a good project location. I don't suggest you to select something under OneDrive because the path is a bit long and HVS OneDrive contains space character. So something under Documents is a better choice and you can select it in this browse. I have already my preferred location, so I'm not going to do anything with that. For the application structure, we will select Basic. This very simply decides if you want to have your include and SRC folders under a core folder or not, which is not very important at this level, but Basic is the one that we want to continue today. Toolchain folder, we are not going to do anything, but for the Toolchain IDE, we will select STM32 Cube IDE. And we will uncheck this generate under root because we don't want IDE specific files under our folder, but we want them in another folder. So that's it. We will continue by clicking this generate code. After this, you don't need to open the project or folder. You can just close this and then open your Visual Studio Code. Now we cannot open platformio immediately because our project does not have any platform.ini file in it. This is necessary for any platformio project. So we will use an already existing platformio.ini. If you have already generated an STM32F767 project using platformio, this is auto-generated for you. But if not, you can use the one that I provided for you. What we want is to use this platformio init. And then, if your folder is in the Explorer already, mine is here, my first project. If not, you need to have an open folder and select your folder wherever it is, my first project. But mine is already here, so I will just go to the folder. I will place my platform.ini. So now we can go to platformio and we can open a project. In here, my project is in this folder. I select it. Since I have this platform.ini file, I can open my first project. So now my first project is here. Under this I have that main.c. This file and everything else in this folder is generated by CubeMX, and we would like to just change for the blink part. We would like to change what is inside our while loop. You don't need to be overwhelmed with the amount of code in here. We will talk about them later on when we need it. So under this while, you see there's something called user code begin 3. So here we will write HAL GPIO toggle pin. This function requires one port. I would like to use the LED one on my board. Therefore, I give the port for the LED one and I will give the pin for LED one. And I would like to toggle it, therefore I will give a delay. I will do the change in 500 milliseconds. When you are done with this piece of code, we can go and build. You might not have this run code, but I have some other things installed in my Visual Studio Code. That's why I have the run code, but what you need to choose is build. When the build is success, then you can upload your code. Don't forget to plug your board before you upload. So after the upload is complete, you can see that my LED is blinking. So let's change another pin, our second pin, and make it a bit faster. We can save it. We can build it. Now I can see that my second LED is blinking with a bit higher frequency. So this was it. I hope you can manage it without having any issues. If you have any problems, please contact me or with your teacher. Good luck.